Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. Listen, the build up, the hype, everything to this has been crazy, man. It's so mad what boxers, athletes, fighters actually have to go through to actually make weight. And I know with this, obviously his clause and that we're fighting Conor Benn. Now, guys, look, I'm not a professional analyst when it comes to the boxing. I just know bits and bobs. So anyone that knows more, just educate us in the comments. We're here. This is authentic. This is just what it is. Like, we're here. I'm one of you lot. You get me? Like, that's it. I'm just a student to the game learning. But I know in one of the clause, usually, obviously, Chris Eubank Jr., obviously, he didn't make weight by like a little fraction. Like, he didn't make weight by a little fraction, and he was fined $500,000. But you can see how much work he put in to actually make weight. He probably hasn't eaten for like 3 days, 4 days, man. Like, it's probably been torture. It's been torture. One thing I do know, before I flip my screen and show you the video, is they had some claws. Like, usually he fights at this weight. I think it's like 160 or something. And he has a claw, obviously, with Conor Benn, that usually when you cut weight, obviously the next day you can rehydrate, you can eat, you can, do you know what I mean, get back to putting on a couple stone. Usually a lot of fighters walk around at 100, but they fight at 75. It's crazy. This is what they do. But with his claw, is he can't put on no more than 10 pounds. Please, guys, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But you can't put on no more than 10 pounds. So he has to monitor the way that he's obviously rehydrating, because obviously if he comes back in there, then the fight could obviously not happen or whatnot. So there's loads of logistics to this. And obviously, Chris Senior, obviously what he's basically saying is something like this is dangerous. It's madness what's going on. This is not the sport of how it's meant to be in boxing. And obviously he called out everyone. And I see Eddie Hearney was on Smoke again a couple days ago, talking about he's about to flip sue Chris Eubank Senior. You get me? But it's like, one hand you're saying that he's mentally not there, but then on the other hand you're talking about you're gonna sue him. Come on, man, you gotta make it make sense. If he's mentally not there, then it is what it is, isn't it? We have to hug it up. It is what it is. But let's flip the screen, because this actually here, I actually think this is dangerous. But my hat goes out to every form of athlete in the world, because this is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. That's madness. That's madness still. Let's go into some training quick. Let's go into some of this training. I'm not gonna play all of it. You got AJ there, boy. Lean.
I'm 35 years old, and according to Conor Benn, I'm washed up and finished, but
Woo. He's not washed up.
There is a lot that I still have left in the tank, regardless of what people may think.
Chris Eubank Jr. has reacted to Conor Benn training footage ahead of their anticipated upcoming clash. However, Roy Jones Jr. believes that the fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn will be exciting. He says Conor has great punching power, but Chris has the advantage because he's the bigger fighter. Roy thinks Chris should win the fight by outboxing Conor and being smarter, especially in the early rounds. However, he warns that Conor's strong punch means Chris will need to stay focused and careful.
What are you expecting from that fight?
I think it's going to be a very good fight. Conor has punching power chances. Chris is the bigger guy, so you give Chris the advantage.
Guys, let me know what we think about this fight.
Conor does have exceptional punching power, so it's going to be a great fight. I think Chris should win the fight. I think Chris should outbox him, outsmart him, but he will have to be smart early because Conor is a great puncher.
Roy
Wait, listen, before you, I don't want to be influenced by anyone else. This is my intake, and this is what I think will happen on the fight. Everyone has, what do you think is going to happen? Big up to Conor Benn. Listen, big respect. When we was doing Little Man's fight, he reached out like, yo, boom, boom. He was like, yeah, and he got some sick content, and he added value to even helping us grow the fight. So I've always respected him. Conor Benn is gonna come in and he's gonna push the fight. You get me? He's gonna push the fight direct. He's gonna be pushing the fight. He's gonna be aiming to stop that fight. And Chris Eubank is gonna be working off his counter. He's gonna be working off his back foot. Chris Eubank's punch power is better. I think that if I was gonna pick out of Chris Eubank and Conor Benn, I will pick Chris Eubank. But Conor Benn could upset. But if I was gonna pick, because it looks like there's a bad weight cut. You get me? He hasn't made weight. He usually makes that sort of weight. He hasn't made weight, so he's had a bad weight cut. And he's had to, you can't put on the weight that he usually puts on to go into a fight. He's had to kind of monitor what he drinks and has to keep in that weight because he can't go over it. So these are all factors when it comes to your mental, when it comes to what's happening with that. This is your mental, innit? So this is a key part. He's had a bit weight cut. You can see he hasn't made weight, so that means he's had a bad weight cut. Now Conor Benn has made weight. He's turned up. All these fights that he's had has been crazy. Obviously, he has not fought a world champion, but all of his fights, his movement has been amazing. This is his hardest fight up to date. Now, this is about a get back. This is a get back. This is a family get back. Like, Dad, listen, I'm gonna get back. The fights that you had with Chris Eubank Sr., I'm about to get the get back for the family. Like, I have to do this. This is like, I have to get the get back. So the way how Conor Benn is taking this, like, this is we're going to war here. We're going to war. You get me? Chris Eubanks is easy. Like, listen, we're 2-0 up. You get me? Like, yeah, Pops is not talking to me right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna go in there, and deal with it. And he said something mad. It was deep. You get me? It was deep. I'm gonna try to look for it, guys. And I saw it, a clip. I'll even go look for it where I saw it. I think I saw it on the Shade Borough. I'll go search the Shade Borough because I want you to see this clip. And it's deep, like what people go through in life, you get me, and personal life and having to go through things. And then it's like, when you share that and you open it up, it's like you're always open up for people just to saying things. But anyway, let's flip the screen. Let's get into this.
He also gave advice to Conor Benn about moving up in weight. He explained that it's important for Conor to keep his basic skills and fundamentals the same, even with the extra weight. The added weight might give him more power, but if he doesn't maintain his fundamentals, it could actually take away from his strength. Roy suggests that Conor should take his fundamentals with him to be successful in a higher weight class.
Take your fundamentals with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't take your fundamentals, you can't go nowhere.
He's a legend.
Your basic foundation and your basic fundamentals, it all stays the same. A little more weight just means a little bit more power. But if you don't take the fundamentals with you, a little more weight will mean a little less power. So I advise him to take his fundamentals with him when he's going.
Frank Warren said that the best fight isn't necessarily the best in terms of skill, but it is one that the public demands due to the fighter's history. This demand is what makes the fight.
I like this. I like these journals. I like when they break things down, you get me? Let's go into the actual... Let's go into the weigh-in, innit? Let's go into the weigh-in, my people. I know everyone complains about doing... Bounce, you're doing so long YouTube, so let's cap it around 25, 30 minutes with this one. Let's go into the weigh-in.
Two fighters, two arch rivals will step into the ring and face each other in the main event of a great night of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. And now we welcome you to the official weigh-in for that main event. It's a presentation of the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine and SNK Corporation, publisher of the video combat game Fatal Fury.
All right,
With
yeah.
almost 70,000
Yeah.
and to the scales. First, from London with a perfect professional record consisting of 23 fights, 23 victories, including 14 big wins by knockout. He's the European Continental welterweight champion. He is Conor the Destroyer Benn.
Hey, Conor Benn's ready. Got the family walking out. Misses. Use your money on my people. What we telling them? I love this sport, man. Gotta make my return back as a promoter. Spending. Get ready for it, man.
Conor Benn there, Johnny, just making his way through the crowd.
Let man know in the comments.
There, soaking it up. A few pictures along the way.
Who's your money on? Chris Eubank Jr.
Right at this moment,
Conor Benn.
Chris knows
He's saying 4 rounds. I'm coming at you. Chris Eubank saying, come. Come get your get back. And we clapped off 2 from early. From many years, from pups. Come get your get back. Conor Benn saying, bro, that egg, listen, say no more, Akhe. Akhe, say no more.
So now he'll be fully hydrated. He's on point. Now he just needs to get through these formalities. Seeing the guy that he wants to fight in his face, he stepped on the different platform of emotions. It's not about making a way, it's about getting rid of the guy that's in front of you. This is the last time he will see Chris.
And now making his way to the ring from
Come on, man. Come on, Chris Eubank.
An excellent one, 34
He's just looking like,
25
he's like Bane.
wins by knockout
He hates me.
against only 3
But
defeats.
yo, like,
Two-time IBO
I'm going to get the job done.
champion and the current IBO middleweight world champion.
He's ready.
Chris Eubank.
His weight cut has been bad though. He had the bad weight cut, man. So he must be so weak here. Jeez.
Lose there for Chris Eubank Jr., but that won't bother him at all. Look at him. Standing there.
You've got to remember,
Not
Anna,
bothered one bit.
he's done nothing wrong. And this is his point. He's saying, you know what, I've just gone through my career. The only thing he's done wrong so far is slammed an egg in a young man's face. In his whole career, he's done nothing wrong.
Done nothing wrong and gets trolled. Akhe. Answer, Akhe. Nah, I'm joking.
I really like that.
It's what adds to value, man. Don't worry about the trolls. You get me?
He's the one that's done anything wrong. If anybody's done anything wrong, he's actually likable. He's like a kid you recognise, like somebody you think, I know him. And so it's so back to front because if Chris walked downstairs and they're booing him, he's like, you know what? This is why I don't care what you people think. This is why I'll just get on with my career because you're showing me why I shouldn't take serious what you guys are saying.
I had to fast forward it, man.
Perfect professional record, 23 fights, 23 victories, 14 wins by knockout. From right here in London, the
Man's got Box
undefeated
Raw, you know. Big sponsor. Crazy.
Destroyer Conor Benn.
As I was just saying to Johnny, for Conor Benn, he can slightly relax now. We do know he's made the weight. Interesting to see what he looks like on the scales right now. I mean, he looks in very
He's
good
ready.
Yeah, fantastic.
Hey. RM. Listen. Levels.
Looks strong as well.
Let's have it, lads.
We've had a lot of
He's
talk
ready,
in the
man.
build-up
He
about
looks like he's had a
essentially
solid
Conor Benn
camp.
making a fair jump in weight to fight Chris Eubank Jr. in two weight classes. He has fought at
Wow,
a
2
higher
weight
weight
classes.
in the last year or so, but we all say, don't we, there's a saying that a good big man beats a good little man, but it's not.
Let's go, man. He's ready for this.
No, and in those last two fights up at super welterweight, trying to bridge the gap between middleweight, he didn't look as dynamic, he didn't look as explosive. So, you know, you could say, well, it's going to take time for him to adjust, and he's had that bit longer now, and he's filled into the middleweight division more. We'll wait and see.
Conor Benn has also been sparring, you know, much bigger men in the build-up to this one. William Skull, Denzel Bentley, just to name a couple.
Yeah, he has. So he's prepared for the bigger guys. That's what you do. You want to be
ready.
Woo! With these guys when you're in the gym with them to prepare to fight. Levels-wise, he's got to go for guys that have been bigger, that have been stronger, that are pushing back, so he's got to push them back. But now, this is what I've got to face in front of him. Chris, you know, he doesn't look fully hydrated, but he looks a lot better than he did this morning.
That's
so
a lot better, but boy,
getting through the next 12 hours, or shall I say, for this young man.
gonna be a lot. Where's your money on my people? Let me know in the comments. Let me know below.
On the line, bragging rights.
You know, I always love to see the face-to-face.
Eubank Jr.
You know what? It's not really fair, is it? It's not really fair because one has now made the weight so he can relax and rehydrate and get himself into tip-top fighting condition. The other hasn't. So still the battle still goes on for him. He's still got to, you know, restrict what he's doing, restrict his fluid intake,
Got to.
what he's eating. It's kind of unfair, some balance, but that's what he's agreed to for this fight to happen.
And do you
But
think
they're
that will
ready,
do
man.
in
Look.
the fight?
Ooh.
Now I do, yeah. I do now because, you know.
My man's
what's
just
happened
staring
this
through him.
You know, it tilts the scales as far as I'm concerned. I leant towards Chris because he's a naturally bigger guy, a more experienced guy. But I think after this morning, this is what I'm saying, his dad needs to get here. Your son needs you. Just be there.
Every movement. This is so. Listen. This is what you talk about. A build-up of a fight.
Mentally, that's most of it.
How does Chris look to you right at this point, Matt? How does Chris look to you right at this point?
He looks focused. He looks pretty chiseled, but you know they're going to, aren't they? The way in, the eyes look pretty good. I think he looks healthy.
Woo!
With the weight, I think they just got it wrong. I think
Just have it, lads.
that he couldn't make.
Listen, I'm gassed for this. I'm gassed for this.
In terms of the face
Solid.
Chris has been doing that all week, isn't he? Sort of leaning down, looking down at Conor. Is that imposing his size on Conor?
Yeah, without a doubt, he's showing him you're a smaller man. I'm showing you no emotion. I aren't even invested in you. This is a job to me. Whereas Chris, look at his face. He just stood there emotionless. You're reading nothing from
Yeah,
him.
man.
I wonder what else they actually in the interview. They say as little as possible.
Emotionless. That you actually got it right. Woo! I listen, watching that, the build-up, the song, the music, cold. Let's get into this 4 minutes. Let's get into this quickly here. Let's get into Chris Eubank. Actually, let's get into the speech. I want to get into the speech, man, because the speech was deep. You get me? And then, you know, you always look at people in the comments, and the comments is so, like, it's crazy, innit? Because it's like, how do you put it? Like, everyone's got an opinion, innit? So it's like, yeah, man. But let's get into this. Where is it, man? There it is. Let me flip my screen, man. Let me big up Shea Burrow, man. You get me? Big up Shea Burrow.
I have a 31-year-old brother. He's buried in the desert in Dubai.
No, that's deep.
pain. You know, I have his son, Raheem, 3 years old. You know, he asks, why can't I see my daddy? Why doesn't he take me to school? That's pain. My own father,
Protect his mind.
a man I idolized for my entire life, and he doesn't speak to me. We haven't spoken for years, and he thinks I'm a disgrace. You know, these things are what pain is to me. I have
Now, if you go, look, this was, I hope he has good people around him to protect his mind. And then I saw another comment that I was just like, people are crazy, man. Well, where was it? Never project about your family in public. The pain will drive you bank this week. His dad has let him down. It's not even it. But let me flip my screen. That lady said, I hope he has good people around him to protect his mind. Listen, you see, in order to be successful, in order to be in order to have a successful business, have good people around you. You get me? There's not enough genuine people. So when you have the genuine people, make sure you appreciate them. Like, period. Like, make sure you appreciate them, because when you're going through it, trust me, you need to have that level of support, that support system. You get me? You can see the pain. He's opening up. Like, basically saying this is what's going on with his family. This is what's happening. And he's like, Rob, I'm basically here by myself. Like, I'm basically doing this. You get me? Like, this is the legacy name. This is what everyone wanted and whatnot. Like, this is what we wanted. And then he's like, he's probably thinking, raw, like, now that his family feud with his dad is out in the open, you've got other people speaking on it. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's what happens with public information. When you have public information, other people will speak on it and then share their views. It's sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad, you get me? I feel it for him. I have a lot of respect for him. Get me? I have a lot of respect for Conor Benn. I have a lot of respect for both of them, but the guy's lost his older brother. Get me? Guy's lost his older brother, man. Older brother. And he has to be there for his nephews. Nephew's free. It's sad, bro. You get me? And his dad, that dad, same thing. So yeah, man. You get me? So I think, I don't know where this fight, like, obviously Chris Eubank on paper should win it. Conor Benn will bring the fight first four or 5 rounds, but is Chris Eubank a better fighter? We don't know. Let's see what happens. Now, before I end this, let me just kind of boom. Let's just listen to what Conor Benn has to say, and then we are done.
For yourself, what was the thinking behind that, and what that weight gives you tomorrow?
156 is a weight I felt comfortable at. You know, I'm not a 160 fighter. I'm not a 154 fighter. I'm a 147 fighter. So for me, I'm just going to go in there and use my speed, explosiveness, my ferocity. It's the way I fight. You know, for me, that's not a 160.
What did you take from that final face-off?
I don't really take much from it. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to look scared or intimidated, or, you know, I'm neither. You know, and I'm just looking forward to Saturday night. We're here now, and, you know, I plan on giving the fans the fight they want.
And in terms of the
waiting
fans,
for years.
In terms of the fight you think they want, tell the world what happens in the ring, Conor Benn, tomorrow night.
You know what I'm there to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm there to get a job done, get in there and get the stoppage. I'm coming in there to take his head clean off.
Woo!
I wish you the best of luck.
Woo!
Right, thanks very much for speaking to us. We're going to head over and try and find Chris Eubank Jr. as well, if we can. Chris, we'll just bring you to the front of the stage. Chris, agonizingly just outside the 160
Pick this one.
What is your version of what happened, and how have you processed it all?
Listen, it is what it is. If they're going to take $500,000 off of me for being 0.5 pounds off of the limit, then that's just what it is. That's the people that Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and Conor Benn are. At the end of the day, weights have no relevance to what happens tomorrow night. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to stop this guy.
How do you
he's ready. He's ready.
Of course, ahead of the second day weigh-in tomorrow.
Yeah, the rehydration clause is
still
in place. So
rehydration
I have to watch what I eat, I have to watch what I drink. But again, all these things, you know, they're set up to distract, to displace, to try and get me off of track. None of it will work.
I asked Conor, what did you take from that final face-off there here tonight?
Nothing. He is...
Jeez!
You know, he's in
I'm ready.
A surprise. He thinks he's going to go out there and, you know, hop, skip, and a step and a right hand, as he says. He has no idea the pain that is in store for him tomorrow night.
You got a great reception as you were walking down there off the stairs. I saw it brought
Levels.
a smile to your face. What is your promise Chris, to all these fans who want to see you beat Conor Benn tomorrow, what's your promise to them?
The procedure will be parliamentary.
Chris Eubank Jr., thank you very much.
Chris Eubank Jr., Conor Benn.
I wonder if we can bring in Eddie Hearn and Ben Shalom.
Guys, listen. Love this, man. You get me? I love this. Let me know in the comments who your money's on. This is coming out, obviously, just before the fight. You get me? This afternoon. So make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you comment, guys. Comment below. Make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe. If you're tuning in every single day, make sure you subscribe. You get me? I spoke to a lot of not a lot. I spoke to a few content creators. They like bounce. By the way, guys, I want you lot to know. You see, Tanks is the GOAT. Tanks. I've learned from Tanks. This whole thing, I've learned from Tanks. As I progress, I'm gonna always say that. Tanks. As opportunities come my way, opportunities come Tanks' way. Whoever starts following suit, which we need you lot to follow suit. So if you're watching this and you're gonna start doing this, send it to me, because I will, if it's interesting, I will react and put some traffic to your YouTube channel. You get me? And just build this up. Just take the power out of these people's hands and just to bring the power into independent. You get me? Independent opinions. You get me? And I realize everyone's scared to speak. You can get on to me. I only speak about what people think. What I'm thinking, I'm speaking about. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's entertainment. It's content. It's not that deep. And at the end of the day, what I'm going to say to you lot, no one don't really care. Make sure you like, subscribe. I see you tomorrow. I'm going to speak about the Onowu brothers. You get me? I've got a family friend that's actually in prison right now with them. So I see you tomorrow, same time. Tune into that one. You get me? Whoosh.